Deaf since birth, Hannah Britton is in her element underwater. Hannah holds the Australian deaf record in the 50-metre breaststroke, and next month she's off to the Deaflympics. The tournament attracts over 3,000 athletes from more than 40 countries, and it predates the Paralympics by 36 years. It's an important event for elite deaf athletes who see themselves as members of a linguistic and cultural minority, not as disabled. But in many ways, it's a struggle for deaf athletes like Hannah to keep their head above water. There are no categories for deaf athletes without a disability at the Paralympics, and federal funding is scarce, meaning many elite deaf athletes rely on donations to realise their dreams, or not at all. A paucity of funding not exclusive to swimming.
A lot of the people in the deaf community feel as though there's not a lot of help from the hearing world.
Jordan Woolmer says his dreams are worth as much as any other elite athletes. But Deaf Sports Australia receives an annual grant of just $85,000 from the Australian Sports Commission. The ASC has also withdrawn its Deaflympics grant, leaving the athletes heading to Turkey next month in the lurch. The ASC says ongoing grants are no longer affordable under the current funding model.
We're only taking away a team of around about 40, so when you're looking at that sort of money that they've got compared to what we need, that's almost like a small change.
Deaf Sports Australia says the lack of funding makes it difficult to encourage young deaf and hard of hearing participants to achieve their best through sport, particularly when it says some are already experiencing the effects of depression and isolation.
Some deaf and hard of hearing people who face constant barriers often give up easily, thinking that everyone's against them because they just simply want to fit in like everybody else.
Leaving many deaf athletes swimming against the tide. Darren, SBS World News.